Well, good morning and welcome back to the final fabulous segment here on CityLine. I have with me a tradition that goes way, way back here in Tacoma. And it is so all-encompassing that you can find little ones that now are married and have children who are dancing and singing by their side on this stage. And of course, I'm talking about Christmas Revels. So please join me in welcoming the precious Mary Lynn. Hello, love.
Hello.
Welcome back to CityLine.
Thank you.
I don't get to see you enough, but at least when I do see you, it's because of this.
Yes.
There couldn't be better news. Okay, yeah. Isn't that, okay, turn it just this, Mary,
There.
Stop, there we go, that's it, okay. There it is. This poster is unbelievable, and we're gonna get to talk to the person who designed it here. BJ Douglas, you are the stage director and the designer of this poster. Welcome,
Yes.
BJ.
Yes, thank you.
Good to see you. You are like the full meal deal, my dear. What a beautiful picture. BJ, put your foot up. Okay, hold it up. There it is. Shoe cam. Hold still. What? There it is. Oh,
this
God,
is
good
the
job,
shoe show.
Cheryl. What are these called again?
Jaffa.
Jaffa. There we go. Those are great shoes.
Yeah.
We went from pumps to Jaffas.
Oh, yes.
And this handsome man who's very charming, Mr. Tony Curry.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You are an actor in Christmas Revels.
Yes, I am.
It's good to have you back on the stage. All right, let's get to some of the nuts and bolts because we always want to know just the ABCs about this. So, BJ, this year's show, tell us about this show in the big picture. And we have a video that we're going to show as you give us some lovely director snippets. So, what catches your eye about this show?
Well, this show came about because I was reading a lot of folk tales, looking for something, specifically looking for a story that I could adapt so that the protagonist would be a woman.
Thank you.
Because Revels is very male-centric.
Also because it's the
because
year
of
of
the
the woman.
history. And I became fascinated reading the folk tales about all the stories about fairies and hobgoblins and bogles. And I began to wonder, what was it like to live at a time when such creatures were taken as a given?
Yes.
So that was the genesis. So this show is full of fairies and hobgoblins, and the question is, do they really exist?
Of course they do. I answered that without even a pause.
Thank you.
They do.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this cast.
Well, let's talk, so you're
Yeah.
aware, this is a past show. This snippet is not this year's
Well, I
show.
was going to say, this is not this year's show. What are
This
we
is a
looking
Victorian
at there?
English show.
I thought so. I'm like, wait a minute. And I would imagine just from BJ's description that we've got probably some different costumes that reflect
Yes.
a different vision than this. But
Right. We're in the early 1600s
there we go.
in this year.
Yeah.
But you get the idea from that clip that it's a big cast, it's
Yes.
adults, it's children.
It's all
lively,
encompassing.
it's-
There's instruments on stage, and that's always one of the highlights there. So Tony, let's talk about, first off, I want to find out, how do you figure in this show? What's your role?
Well, I play Alfred, the old yet mischievous innkeeper who supplies everyone with enough liquor so they can wassail throughout the show.
I'm sure I just blew the microphone out right there in the producer's booth because
And the
wassail
segment-
was good.
The segment that we just saw, that was actually the first show I was in.
Oh, that's
That
great.
was
It
the
is.
first time
Yes.
I did the Christmas Revels. And
How many years ago was that?
that
2009.
I don't know. I looked like I was about
2009?
15
I think
in
you
that
were
picture.
15.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your journey into the Revels. Was that the first time that you experienced all that revelous joy?
All of that joy, and it is so infectious
It is.
that I never knew when I was going to come back, but I came back the following year and have been every other year since I've been coming back.
You've been bit.
Yeah.
The Revel bug got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, it's so wonderful because it actually it infuses the whole season, you know, and I didn't realize, you know, you kind of lose Christmas as you get older and closer to God. So,
Yeah, on that side of the rainbow.
yeah.
Okay, so the next few questions are going to be for all three of you. I think this is kind of a fun game to play in the couch here. Okay, so, and we're going to start in the order of just how you are with Mary, BJ, and then Tony. Okay, so what is fun in the show, Mary?
Fun for the audience is that there truly is dancing in the aisles.
Woohoo!
The other thing that's very fun, I think, is that we have an ensemble of 3 early instrument players, and the list of instruments they play, I don't have in my head. Viol, de gamba, recorders, crumhorns, hurdy-gurdy, bass, rebec, and one I cannot pronounce.
That's all right.
So in watching the show, you'll see them pick up different things, play an array of fabulous instruments, and they are extraordinary musicians. Their music is beautiful.
Oh, it always is. From a director's point of view, BJ, what is fun in the show?
It's a very light and lively show this year. We have 3 drinking songs. We have
only 3
dances. It's one of the more sort of celebratory, I think, revels that we've done.
I love that. Okay, Tony, what's fun for you?
Fun for me is the audience participation. I get to interact with audience members and play with them, and nothing is more fun than getting somebody up there. And
So, okay, so I'm going to stay with you, then we're going to work back this way. So then what is funny about the show?
well, there's a
There's a
tradition.
difference.
Yes.
There's a traditional mummers play that I think is hysterical. I've got to do it now 3 or 4 times and play different characters in it.
Oh, I love
that. It's very funny and silly, and BJ always makes it work in some strange way.
BJ, so BJ, what's funny in the show?
Well, there's a very funny surprise that I'm not going to give away.
Good, don't give it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I think will be quite
You heard it
delightful.
from the director's mouth. There's a funny surprise.
There is a very funny surprise, and the mummers play again. And I have such delightful people to work with. I always tell them they often have the funniest ideas that come up in rehearsal, and then I take all the credit.
Well, that's right. Well, but you're also a brilliant director who watches for that and then just stands back and lets all
And
that.
they
You're the
will.
vessel.
Thank you.
Okay, you, after all these years of being involved with this, what's funny?
What's funny? Oh my gosh, the mummers play is hilarious. What is funny this year is Tony.
Tony is funny.
Having Tony on our stage
is
is
all-
fun and funny.
Okay.
He's so full of life and spirit, and you laugh.
All right. Okay. 2 minutes left. What's beautiful?
Oh, the music is beautiful. The
Yes.
singing, our chorus sings
Just
extraordinary.
one thing, because you're taking all of their
Sorry, I
answers.
can talk.
I know.
So I'm the,
All right. So I'm going to say that you said the music is beautiful.
Yes.
What's beautiful for
That's
you?
what I was going to say.
right.
Now, visually, I trust that it will be beautiful. We have a lovely. Our costumer is extraordinary, and our lighting designer is very good. Our set designer. So I hope that visually, I'm sure it will be.
Oh,
Have
it always is.
moments of visual beauty that will be.
And Tony, what's beautiful about this production?
I think the set is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Martin designed this set that's made from live trees or branches, and it's just going to be gorgeous.
All right. So, BJ, question for you. Who should go to Christmas Revels?
Everyone should go to Christmas Revels. One thing I love about Revels is people come to me all the time and say, we brought our 2-year-old and we were concerned, and he or she was fascinated the entire time.
Spellbound.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So it's good for children because it's
All
very
ages.
visually lively. It changes all the time. And all the way up to,
Every child of heart.
every child at heart.
All right. Last 10 seconds you have here, but you can do this. Who do we need to thank?
We need to thank Megan Oberfield, our extraordinary music director.
Absolutely.
And Alex Lewington, costumes.
I was going to say,
and
Alex,
Martin
do the
Christopher
costumes.
Yes.
For set. There's so many people to thank, but those guys create such an extraordinary
Anybody who
experience.
touched it.
Right.
Thank you, all three of you, for being here out of this, because of this is a very busy time, and you took time out when you could be sleeping, because you need all the sleep you can get right now. So thank you so much for being here, and happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It truly is always a pleasure to be in your home. We've given you a lot of great things to think about in this last hour, so please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.